So listen, my little TD Jakes clip, honey, the other day, honey, it went viral. The numbers are up. Yes. So Bishop T.D. Jakes sues fellow pastor for defamation following sex abuse claims, medical emergency during sermon. All right, so we all know that T.D. Jakes suffered a medical emergency while he was preaching during his Potter House Sunday service. He is much better now. He is much better. T.D. Jakes, he's 67 years old. So he is in stable condition. This was Bishop T.D. Jakes is in stable condition a day after suffering a medical emergency during a sermon, but the mega church pastor is facing another hurdle related to sex abuse allegations. Jake, who is 67, has filed a defamation lawsuit against Dwayne Youngblood, a fellow pastor who claimed Jakes tried to sexually assault him when he was 18 or 19 years old. Youngblood made the explosive claims against the popular motivational speaker on October 27th episode of the Larry Reed Live podcast, alleging Jakes tried to groom him and also hugged and tried to kiss him. Oh my God. So this person, Dwayne Youngblood, I guess you could say Pastor Youngblood, is accusing T.D. Jakes of sexual harassment and saying that T.D. Jakes tried to kiss him and hug him when he was 18 or 19 years old. I don't know how old this pastor is. So it says the young pastor and his attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, who represented Lil Rod in his lawsuit against Diddy, then demanded $6 million from Jakes in order to resolve this matter quickly and privately in the November 15 legal fact. Okay, so T.D. Jakes was being sued by Pastor Youngblood, claiming that he sexually assaulted him when he was 18, 19 years old. On his hospital bed, a day after having a medical emergency, T.D. Jakes got his lawyer on the phone and filed a defamation lawsuit against Youngblood. It's so ironic, though, that Youngblood attorney is representing Lil Rod, who is suing Diddy. And Bishop T.D. Jakes has been linked to Diddy via the media. All types of speculation of him being linked to Diddy, of Diddy laundering money through his church. Well, I don't know why he would launder through his church, because Diddy money was legal. But the person who's trying to sue Bishop T.D. Jakes for $6 million retained the same lawyer that another victim that is suing Diddy. But T.D. Jakes says, you got the wrong one, honey, because on my sick bed, it could be my deathbed, I'm going to sue your ass instead. So Jakes instead opted to file a defamation suit against Youngblood in Pennsylvania federal court. In their filing, Jakes' attorney seemed to hint that the stress of the lawsuit might have contributed to his medical emergency on Sunday. See, we all knew something was going on with T.D. Jakes, because you don't just sit up here and faint. Well, damn near almost fainting on stage just because. Now, he is 67. He does seem a little overweight. We don't know if he had any pre-existing conditions, but stress will do that. I don't know if it's true if Bishop T.D. Jakes stepped down as the main pastor of Potter House, but he was preaching on Sunday when he had this medical emergency. This lawsuit is intended to bring that scheme to a halt, Jake team wrote, to end the extreme emotional, physical, and spiritual toll defendant's conduct has caused Bishop Jakes to set the record straight, so the world understands the patent falsity of the accusations and to restore Bishop Jakes' reputation. Well, let me say this, because Bishop T.D. Jakes' reputation has already been destroyed because it's been put in question because he has been linked to Diddy. He has been to some of Diddy parties. It doesn't mean he was at the freak off after parties. There's no evidence of that, but he has attended some of Diddy parties. You are a pastor. I don't care if it was an after party, you know, where the regular folks was at. You should not be there. Why, you know, I mean, listen, if you're supposed to be a pastor and help to save souls, why are you involved in the secular music? It wasn't no after party for gospel singers. He had too much of a close tie to Diddy. First of all, Bishop T.D. Jakes has too much of a close tie to Hollywood. And we all know Hollywood is filled with freaks, drug addicts, all types of demonic things and people. So he's Hollywood, but he's trying to make sure that his hands is washed clean from all the Diddy dirt. But your reputation has already been stained. Now, I don't blame him with the defamation lawsuit because you ain't going to try to get $6 million out of me, especially if he didn't do it. So let's go to court, basically. Let's go to court because I'm suing you for defamation. So that means you have to prove what you're saying is true. Because if you can't, then your case not only gets thrown out, but whatever I sue you for, you're going to have to give it up to me. We are not perfect. No, we are not. But I'm sorry. You have a multi-million-dollar mega church. You get a lot of tax credit, not just on a federal level, but also on a state level. I'm pretty sure he's not paying no state income because Texas doesn't have that, number one. He probably got land grants. And then he also has his movie production company. So he got money, millions coming in from Hollywood and millions coming in from the church. And now you've been dealing with Diddy for how many years? And he's sending his black ass up in jail under federal indictment, federal RICO charges, damn near, under the Mann Act for sex trafficking and human trafficking and all types of other things. We don't know who's on those Diddy tapes. But if Bishop T.D. Jakes is on those Diddy tapes, and he knows if he's on those tapes or not, because only he knows what he did or did not do, I will probably have a medical emergency as well. Nobody is clean. The issue is, how deep, pause, is your dirt?
Dana with the data. Dana with the data.